Some beautiful new townhomes amongst our low density residential, and a new city services campus for City McCity Face. We are pumping away. We got tons and tons and tons of buses. Our taxi services are working. And of course, a wastewater treatment plant that was so much needed in this area. And it's just good to finally have it. And of course, we have our incinerator over here as well, which is just absolutely perfect as well. Finally cleaning up garbage in these areas. We are starting to see the very beginnings of a traffic jam, which is exciting because that means that this highway is too busy and we got to upgrade it, but not today. But guys, let's get in to the meat and the potatoes. Today we're going to be working over in City McCity Face. We're going to be expanding this city, not rapidly, but we're going to be expanding it. We're going to be doing a few things that we did in the last episode, plus we're going to be doing a few more things, which is going to be fun. One, we have a bunch of high rent signs, so we got to figure those out right now. And then we're going to be building a little bit more infrastructure into this area that I think is going to be very much needed. First thing I'm going to do, we have a little thing over here. I think this is fine, really. It's just a busy little intersection. Yeah, people are just taking this road to get up. That's fine. That will clear itself out over time. So how we're going to start this off, we're going to make sure that we are in European, and we're just going to come through to some of these areas, and we are just going to rezone these to be row homes. So that's like our main area done right over here. Oh, we have one more, I suppose. And then we're also seeing these in these other areas. So we're going to do the same thing that we did in the last episode really, really quickly. What we're going to do is we're going to come in here, rezone these areas as row homes. And then we're going to come back and change around the roads, upgrade them to be larger roads with sidewalks, and just make sure that there's the road infrastructure is here for the expansion of the city. Let's do that real quick. All right, perfect. And now on to our roads. Let's get these done. And I'm also, because this is a commercial area, we're also going to come in here with some medium roads, and we're actually going to upgrade this to be a 4-lane road as well. So let's also do that. Perfect, just right like there. Awesome. And now we shall upgrade all of these roads. All right, all the roads are done. Easy, easy, easy. And now we have, now the city can grow a little bit more and a little bit faster. I won't feel as bad about putting a little bit more high density areas in here once we start to see a little bit more high rent complaints. So like right here, we'll come in, and that will kind of be the theme of most episodes moving forward in this area is probably like a good 5 to 10 minutes of just upgrading some of these old sites, you know, the ones that scream at us and tell us that they need to be upgraded. Just doing that and until eventually, I don't even know, maybe just all high density. That would be a little crazy though. Okay, so now that this is done, I'm gonna come back over here. So we're gonna keep the roads around the high school alleyways, just because I don't think we don't really need to do anything else. We do have our sidewalks up to here, and then you can just cross the street here into the highway, but these roads will be regular roads. But what we're going to do is these townhomes look kind of ridiculous, so we're gonna take these out because we don't actually need all of them. Perfect. And it would actually make much more sense to just have some landscaping around here instead. Perfect, just like that. And maybe we'll add a few more. Perfection. Awesome. Looking really, really good over here. And now I do see like one more of these guys over here, and we'll probably leave these for a little bit of the episode just to kind of do them all in one sweeping go, right? So every time that we put a few down, a few more of these guys yell at us. So the main thing that we want to do over here is we want to add a little bit more infrastructure. As the city kind of grows, right now we're sitting at 4,700 residents. So it's pretty small so far, but as the city grows, we're going to need more things over here, right? So the main things that we don't have right now, we do not have anything producing electricity. We don't have any sewage as well, like any wastewater treatment plants or anything like that. And we don't have any garbage, recycling, incineration, anything like that. So I think in this episode, that's what we're gonna do. We are also going to be adding some buses around here, some transportation. We have tons of taxis, which is kind of ridiculous, but all of these taxis would be from out of town, right? Origin, Raglan. That's out here, somewhere over there. So we're going to be doing all of that ourselves in this one. And I'm thinking where to put it. And I like this idea right here, just kind of right across this highway, right on the other side of the highway, across from our little industrial area over here. So I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be adding it right over here. So the first thing that we wanna add, I'm thinking, because I really wanna do an incineration plant, I'm thinking an incineration plant, because I wanna use some of our tokens here. We have 14, we're still chilling. I think we can use some to buy the incineration plant. So let's just do that right now, right off the bat. Perfect. We got the incineration plant cooking. So let's take a look at this thing because it is quite large. It takes up a big portion of this. That's going to be okay. And I'm thinking about putting it kind of a little bit closer to this highway over here. The reason being is I would like to keep it as far away from this residential. It might mean that this becomes a little bit of a busy intersection, but as the city grows, we're going to have to upgrade this highway anyway and probably turn it into more of a freeway, meaning that we're going to be using our 2-lane one-way highways and then, you know, eventually going up to a 28-lane. So this intersection will probably get a little bit busy, but again, I think that's going to be okay. So let's put this bad boy down. I think we're going to come out straight like here and see if it fits in right like off of this. Perfect. It does. Amazing. And then we'll just take this road and we'll hug the side of this guy and bring it down to right over here. Perfect. So I do want to check. I just want to make sure any upgrades. So it has an extra incineration furnace. This one, it does not increase its footprint. This guy, the garbage truck depot, does not increase its footprint. The storage extension, this one does increase its footprint. So I want to make sure that we leave room for this. And I think how we're going to do that, because we need to add another transformer over here, I think what we're going to do is we're going to send a road out like so. I would like to put the transformer on this side of the road. And now let's make sure, and these are actually the exact same size, which is really, really nice. So we can just literally link our power lines up, take this road, send it around the back, and look at that, good to go. What I am noticing though is that if we want to upgrade this road, which we should probably do, we're gonna run right into our garbage depot. So let's take this road and wrap it around till I guess about here. And then what I would like to do is upgrade this road to about here. And now from this area, we're gonna come into our road tools and just link it up. And that way we don't have to move this guy anywhere and everything fits perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And then what I'm thinking is to make this a little bit, to make these connections kind of line up a little bit more, we're gonna end up sending this road out. I'm wondering if it will just hook up with here. It won't, but that's okay. So we'll send this out. We'll send this down. Perfect. And then we'll add our public transport in this little section of this new, we'll call it, I mean, this is probably an extension of the industrial zone, because we'll be able to put industry buildings over here and offices and everything. But yeah, so then for here, let's see how dumb this would look. I don't think that looks dumb at all, to be honest with you. So I think that's, I think that we're gonna keep that here. I think we're gonna keep that here. So let's look at the other buildings that we wanna do. I would like to do a taxi depot over here. So let's actually put the taxi depot down right off the bat. Put it right here. We're gonna upgrade this to the dispatch center. So now we can call our own taxis, and hopefully that will make us a little bit of money. Not that we are struggling at all. Because of this bug, we are making so much money, it's insane. Now we are starting to see a little bit of traffic over here. So what I think we're going to do is do what we did on every other intersection, and we're going to upgrade this to an asymmetric road. And I don't know if that'll help anything, but hopefully it helps a little bit. And then come back over here. So we needed a bus depot as well. So let's place down the bus depot. Let's put it off of this street right here. And now I want to look at this bus depot. We actually do have buses leaving, which is really funny. And they're going to our other city. So if we actually watch this bus and we speed it up a bit, we might actually play at a little bit faster speed just so that we get to summer faster. But if we actually watch this bus, it is going to take a right turn here and go off into the distance because it is going to run the downtown City McCity Face route. So we actually don't have enough buses over here. If we come here, it says that not even all vehicles are in use, but it's probably because of, like, I imagine maintenance or something. Unfortunately, we can't just add another garage. So eventually we will have to add another bus depot in our main little city over here. But for now, this depot will send a bunch of buses out. I think it actually will go up to 9. So keeping that in mind, we're actually going to preemptively build this extra storage. And I was hoping that I could fit it in right here. And it's kind of frustrating that I can't. What we're going to do is we're going to take our taxi and we're actually going to slide this over as much as we can. And now see if we can fit this in, and we can. Awesome. I just want this to look, I mean, it does, it looks great, but yeah, perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And honestly, we have 20 taxis in use. Well, I think we should probably put a garage on our taxi depot too. So let's put that here. It's actually making me think about adding a taxi depot over here. Where is, oh, we do not have room. Oh, we could take out this office. It's full. You know what? We might as well. Let's take out the office. If we need to add a second one, then I think we'll be fine. Cool. Perfect. Okay. I don't want to spend too much time over here. I would like to spend most of our time over here. We are seeing some more buildings complain about high rent, which is perfect because we can do another little upgrading piece of portion or whatever. Okay, so we have our bus depot. 6 of them are going over here, which is good. The last building that we wanted to place over here was a wastewater treatment plant. So if we're looking at the size of this thing, it's a pretty good size. I do think that some of its upgrades increase the footprint. So just keeping that in mind, what I think we're going to do is we're going to keep it in this little area over here because I don't really care about the pollution in this specific area. So let's grab a road and we can just use an alleyway. It's fine. And for whatever reason, it wants to change. Oh, it's probably because it's a little bumpy over here. So we'll take a road and send it back here. We'll put it back here. So we'll grab this wastewater treatment plant and put it right in here. And let's just make sure, and this is way too small. So we might actually move it from this section. So let's take it out. We'll take out this road. It was a cool idea, but it won't really work for us. What I think we'll end up doing is let's take out this road for now. And I think what we'll do is we'll put our wastewater treatment off of Bedford Street. Make sure that we have room for both of these. This one could go there. This is another very large one, but we could place it like here and then place this guy off because I think this is a little bit larger. This is actually, we could place this one here. This is all hypothetical. And then that one there. Perfect. So then what we're going to do, we're going to take these out because this is obviously ridiculous. But what we're going to do is send this road back through here. And I don't love that curve, but we'll fix it right now. And then we're going to take out this building and then re-put it in. And just the reason I wanted to do that was just because I want to make sure that we have enough space in this area for both of these upgrades. Perfect. Now we'll take this out and we will just place it one more time. Amazing. And we made it to the next level. That's quite fun. Perfect. And we have the space to put it in there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so now we should be a little bit more sustainable over here. We have our incineration plant that's working away. It will be producing a little bit of electricity as well. Obviously, it's not going to be producing enough, but that's fine for the most part. Maybe we'll do another plant over here in the future. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not trying to rush into anything. But the main thing that I'm excited for is this bus depot. We have our garage. We could add another one if we want. We have tons and tons and tons of space for buses over here, which is awesome. Let's add an electric bus as well. We really don't have to worry about upgrades at this point. We're making so much money, which is kind of fun. The one thing that we might want to do over here is actually build out our advanced filtering system just so that it doesn't pollute as much. So let's actually place that down. And then this is just extra processing, which we really don't need at this point in the game. But the main reason I wanted to put that down was so that we don't pollute the ground too much because our residential area starts right off of Magnolia Street. Now let's build some public transportation over here. And that will help with, that'll help expand these areas, right? As these buildings level up and the rent gets higher, we will have to upgrade them and move the game forward. Okay, so let's think about where we want our bus routes to be. One thing that I realized is that we never actually placed a bus station over here, which is a little bit weird given how many bus routes we have. We should probably have a bus station. The reason being is it just kind of centralizes your routes a little bit more, and it just makes your routes make a little bit more sense. And I don't want to make that same mistake over here, right? So if we think about our lines, like what do we want? We want one line that kind of serves our main population, our main area with our industrial zone. That way, if you work out there, you can just take a quick bus and get over there. And then we want other lines to kind of go around the city and pick everyone up and bring them to the station. And that way they can go over here. And I think one more line would be a bus station, a line that comes from the bus station all the way over into our downtown area, where we will eventually have to build a bus station and probably take out a bunch of infrastructure, but that's not for today, so let's not even worry about it. Okay, so let's see. So we know that we want a bus station over here, which is perfect. So I'm thinking about a spot for this bus station, and I think one of the best spots would probably be like right in here, right by our park area. This is kind of like reserved for city services anyway. It was kind of a groundwater station, and if we look at our water, it's actually, we should probably start moving it in because we're taking a lot of that water away, and maybe that's actually something that we think about right now. I do actually think that makes a bit of sense. So let's take out some of these paths and we'll put our bus station right in here. So let's take out Butler Lane, pause the game because this guy's going to start screaming at us, upgrade this road right here, perfect, and honestly probably send it out to here. I'm going to turn on our groundwater station, or our groundwater, and I'm thinking we actually probably need to take out a bunch of these paths for now. I'm going to take out this guy right here. Let's look at how big this bus station is. So it's quite large. It's going to take up this whole block. That's fine. And then we start to get in the groundwater, which actually works out pretty well. So let's see. I think we might be able to, if we do like a 90-degree, will this fit in here? It will. Awesome. Okay, so we'll do a 90-degree right off like this. Send this up to here. And then I think what we'll do is we'll send this alleyway out to about there. And then we'll connect up right here. Perfect, which means that we can move our groundwater pumping station off of Mill Street right here. But what we will do is just do it with an alleyway because I think that this will make a little bit more sense. Perfect. Take this, relocate this guy to be like right in the middle. And then we're going to actually upgrade this as well with everything. Might as well. Let's do it. And then let's put down this big boy right here. Perfect. Fits like a glove in here, which is awesome. Cool, cool, cool. We actually probably, I'm going to press play, let this go. We actually probably should do some landscaping around here. Not going to worry about it right now. But yeah. Okay. So let's look at our bus stops. We're going to be using EU bus shop shelters. And look how many of these guys we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I think works perfectly because I want one that goes over here. And then we're going to have some big loops that go around. So 1, 2, and then around here as well. 3, 4, 5, and then one lane that goes over here, 6. So actually 6 is perfect. Can we upgrade it with more extra platforms? We can. Cool. And then electric bus recharging station. We do have electric buses, so let's put that down. And then there's a taxi stop as well. Let's build the taxi stop. I don't even know if we need need that, to be honest with you. It's fine. And then let's start building some of these lines, shall we? So the first one that we're going to do is our industrial area over here. So with this, we're just going to build a stop. Oh, and we can't build a stop because we don't have sidewalks over here. Interesting. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use the EU bus stops, which kind of sucks, but we can place down a North American bus stop. So on these alleyway roads. So we'll put one there. We have a stop in front of this building, and then we have one more in front of this building. And that should be everything. So we can place down our first route over here. We'll have it come up here. It goes on the highway, comes around, and actually we put this on the wrong side. Let's redraw this. And then we'll come back over. Perfect. Completed that route. And let's just name this really quickly so that we don't forget. We're going to call this City Industrial Line. Perfect. And then we will make this like a bright orange kind of look. And I do want to see how many buses it's throwing at it. I feel like 5 is way too much. So we'll take that out. Yeah, because I feel like 5 is a lot. And we'll come back and we'll look at it and see if like how it looks kind of thing. And now let's do our other ones. So I mentioned one this way, and then we're going to have 2 that are running clockwise and counterclockwise through the west side of our city, and then 2 that are running clockwise and counterclockwise through the east side of our city as well. So let's place these down. So I'm gonna do one on this side of the road, one on this side of the road, and then we'll go what I'm thinking is like every 2 blocks. And we got a new signature building. I think this is a modern fashion. I think this is a low density. This looks like a nice low density commercial, which is really cool. We can place that down. So this will come around, and then it's actually going to come up here. So I'm going to place a stop on this corner and then on this corner to make sure that it comes around here. Perfect. And then we'll come up over here. So this side, and then these stops are pretty far. We'll do this, come over here. Perfect. And then we'll do one on this side of the road, one on this side of the road, and then we'll come down. I'm trying to think where would make the most sense. Let's actually start from this side. So we'll have a stop here and there, here and here. And I think that makes a lot of sense. Let's place these down right now. Perfect. Completed that, and I'm going to say this one, I'm going to change the name of this right off the bat as well. So we're going to go East City counterclockwise, and we're going to change the color of this to like, maybe like a salmon color. Perfect. And we'll do the other side right now. Got a salmon as well. Perfect. And now we just have to do our west city. So we'll grab these EU bus shelters and we'll do pretty much the same thing that we did over here. So we'll come out here. And what I'm thinking actually is let's build a road. Let's take this road and send it down here. And I think this hopefully should probably help with our bus routing as well. So if we do, yeah, just a little bit, just to take off traffic from this road, right? We're not going to have anything but that bus on this road. But anyway, so we'll grab these bus stops and we'll do pretty much the same thing. So we have one on this side, one on this side. Perfect. And then we can reuse these bus stops from our other line as well. So it'll probably get pretty busy over here, but that'll be okay for the most part. So let's start this new route, and we're going to start this clockwise. And we will close this up right here, and let's just come in and name it right off the bat. We'll do the other route as well. And we shall name this Perfection. And let's change these colors. I'm thinking about a I'm thinking about like a cyan. Perfect. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Looking really, really good over here. And then we have one more area to bring over into our main city when the time comes and when we decide to build a bridge over here. That should be quite exciting, and we're starting to see a lot of high rent signs, which is perfect. If we come over into our transportation, now we have some transportation through here, which is really, really cool. Our buses should be going up and our taxis should be going up as well. I do want to look at some other things. So we don't have a post office over here, so I think we should probably add a post office. I also want to look at our telecommunications and upgrade a little bit. We have 3 towers right now, and obviously adding another tower doesn't really make sense, but if we add a big tower, this will actually be perfect because it will cover so much, and I think we'll actually be able to take out this guy right here. So let's do that, shall we? I'm thinking, I didn't really like this idea anyway, but I'm thinking about putting it like right in here. I think it could fit quite nicely. So I think that's what we're gonna do. How we're going to line this up is I would like to have an alleyway that kind of comes between our buildings right here. Perfect. And then I'm thinking that if we place this off of, we line this up perfectly, we can place it right here. Amazing. Place this road off of it. Fantastic. Look at this. And then we can line this up right like so. Perfection. And then we can bring this in just right here. Cool, cool, cool. So we should be able to take this guy out, and let's see, can we take, yeah, like that just covers so much of this area. And now I do want to see, can we take this out? We can. What happens if we take this out? That does not work out well. So let's actually put it, and I'm wondering, would a bigger one work here instead? It wouldn't really, so let's actually just put this back right where we found it. Amazing. And we're gonna put both upgrades to this. And if I remember correctly, because I think that's what it was before, if I remember correctly, I don't think this gets any upgrades. Yeah, no, it does not. Okay, so the next thing that I want to do over here is post. So we have our post office and our post sorting facility. I'm wondering, this is probably too big. This is huge. Do we have one of these? We do. Okay. This is ginormous. We actually probably need some more post offices over here. Honestly, right off of this street probably make a lot of sense. Let's not do that right now though, because that's not important. But a post office over here I think would make a lot of sense. I think off this street makes, yeah, because we'd have to take out some buildings right here, which I'm not super in love with that idea, but we'd have to take out buildings over here as well. This is kind of like our main like city service drag anyway, so I think we continue that trend. We'll put this post office right off of here. Perfect. Let's see. This is a mail storage extension and then a post garage. Yeah, so we have a little bit of room in here if we need to upgrade it, which is awesome. What I think we will do though is I'm gonna slide it a little bit more snug into here though. I like that. I like that just a little bit more. And then we will come into our post, and anywhere where it's red, we'll add a few mailboxes. So let's just do one. Let's do one like over here. Perfect. And then we can add a couple over here as well. So we'll do one off of these corners, and then let's just add one over here as well. Perfect, perfect, perfect. So now we have all of our communication chilling. Amazing. The next thing that I want to do is we did delete all of the paths in here. So let's just come back in here and replace them. Yeah, nothing too crazy over here. Just some nice little paths, you know, make it a little bit better. So now I do want to look at our bus depot. How's it looking? All of our buses are being used, which is crazy. Let's add another one of these guys, another garage, and hope that not all of these are used. That's a lot of buses. Maybe we have too many being used on our run. So let's see. City Industrial Line is 3 buses, 4 stops. Let's take a look. How many people are waiting? 3 passengers, 3, 0, 1, 0, 9 passengers on the bus, 8 passengers on the bus, and 3. Yeah, okay, so 3 is good. We don't really need to worry about that. Let's look at our other lines though. East City counterclockwise. Our buses are not full, and there's really nobody waiting. Let's also change it to electric, but let's turn this down. Let's turn this down to 3 as well. So East City and regular city clockwise. We'll turn these down to 3. And then we'll probably do the same thing for West City as well. Let's just double check. This one's being used more. yeah, 5 passengers. So we'll turn this to electric and we'll turn this down to 3 as well. And then we'll see, we'll let this run for a bit, make sure that it, you know, it doesn't break the game. But yeah, so while we're letting this run, I'm going to come in here with our row homes and we are going to increase the density in these areas. All right, density is growing. Every time that I leave, another building pops up. Tons and tons and tons of these. But our density is growing over here, which is amazing. Okay, so we've let it run for a little tiny bit. Let's take a look at how our buses are doing. Let's look at the industrial line, 5%. Good. East and west, 3 and 2%. West and east, 8%. So this is the busiest one. And this bus has 14 people, 3, yeah, 4 passengers waiting, 4, 1, 0. Yeah, perfect. Nothing too crazy. But what's nice is that if you look here, even if you live over here, I also don't like this color. We're gonna change this while I'm talking. But even if you live over in the east part of the city, if you want to go over to the west, we're gonna do bright pink. Let's do that. Do we have another bright pink? I don't think we do. Oh, we do. They're pretty far away from each other. Even if you live over here, you can get way over here. You just have to transfer buses, which is amazing. We don't have to really worry about like trams or streetcars, subway just quite yet in these areas. And I think that that is working out quite well. Perfect. We are seeing some traffic over here, but that's okay. That makes sense. We will all survive. Our garbage is going well as well. Perfect. How's our taxi doing? We have the max amount of taxis, which is insane. Maybe we need another garage over here, to be honest with you. Can we fit? Oh my God, we can. That's kind of cool, honestly. How's the bus depot looking? Okay, so we actually didn't need to build this one, but that's okay. We can keep it in for now because I think it looks good. I do actually want to do this though. That looks fun. Except that has made this have no car access, which is a bit odd. Let's try something here. Okay, I'm not really sure what happened there, but I think that just looks nice, you know? I like the way that looks. We got a little bit more space over here. Everything is looking good. I do want to look at our water pollution, or our ground pollution, sorry. See, yeah, so it's starting to grow, which does make sense. And let's just hope that it does not start to move too far over. I'm wondering if there is like a building that we could put down to fix pollution. Check. Our waste industrial, that doesn't make sense. Solar power, that doesn't make sense. Disease control. We do have to get our air going. Oh my God. Tourist attractions, satellite uplink. Yeah, okay. So that's not there. It doesn't seem like there's anything unless we go into research and these do. This is, let's actually down. I want to see what these buildings give us. So let's actually come in here. Communications, satellite uplink, our radio telescope, and our geological research center. So let's unlock, it doesn't actually matter. We can unlock either one of these. Which one do we care about more? We don't have deposits of ore. We don't have industry or oil industry. So I'm not really worried about either one of these. I'd rather the radio telescope if we're going to put one in. So let's see what that did. So we have these. So the Large Hadron Collider, really good. Okay, so the Disease Control Center, minus 25% health effects from pollution. So this might be the one that we're looking for. It's not going to reduce the amount of pollution that these buildings bring in. Mind you, it will help with the health side effects that pollution would create. Okay, so that we're pretty much done. The last thing that I want to do is I would like to put down this. It is saying that now it's not unlocked. Oh, now it is. Okay. Oh, interesting. These are just like, so the Fashion Square is the square center, which is kind of cool. So we just don't have any level 5 EU high density buildings, but we do, that means that we do have level 5 high density buildings. So let's try to find one. See, this is level 4. We have them somewhere. I just want to take a look at one, to be honest with you. Level 5. Okay. Yeah. So we can place this guy down. So I guess this is high density then, which is a little bit interesting. So let's think about where we're over here, this would not make any sense to place this guy over here. I think it would look super, super out of touch. Mind you, when this starts to get a little bit bigger and we start to put larger buildings in here, I think that it actually would look really good over here. So let's actually not place it over here. I think that it would be a cool thing to add over here. The other thing that I wanted to do, we have this office as well. I think placing some office over here might be a good idea too. Maybe we place it, how does this look? But I'm not worried about it. Let's not rush into things. I'm gonna do one last go of upgrading these buildings. We'll let it run out, and then I think that is going to be everything. All right, guys, that is going to be everything. We did quite a bit this episode. We upgraded a bunch of buildings, and now when we come in here, we can see that we do have some row housing among our low density. I'm trying to see if some nice places where that is. Oh, like this building right here. Is that 2 or 1? Yeah, okay, like eventually buildings will be right here. Mostly down here is where you see it. And I'm liking, I know I said it before, I'll say it again. I'm liking the way that it's looking. I think it just adds a little bit, it's just different, you know? It's different over here. It's new, it's fresh, it's hip. But guys, that is going to be everything. We also did a bus stop and we're chilling. Looks like, yeah, we're hanging out. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Oh, we don't have any taxi stops. Oh, and now this building isn't working again. Interesting. Okay, let's fix this really quickly, okay? We'll upgrade this to the dispatch and we'll put these buildings down. And this is screaming at us saying that it doesn't. It does, actually. I literally just saw a vehicle come out of here. So I'm not really sure what that's yelling at us about. Yeah, like these are coming out. I'm gonna leave it for now and say that it's a bug. But yeah, guys, that is going to be everything. I keep seeing these buildings pop up. So while I do this outro, we're just going to fix them. But guys, that is going to be everything. If you made it this far and you liked the video, like the video. If you love the video and you're not subscribed, what are you doing, man? Subscribe down below. Let me know in the comment section what you think. City McCity Face, do you like our bus stops that we got going on? We got 5 lines looking good right now. Do you like what we got going on? Yeah, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.